In the spring, I had a phone call to tell me that my father's last girlfriend, Rihanna, had just died. He had many girlfriends throughout his life. He was very loved by women. But Rihanna was the last, and in her wardrobe, her friends had found a jar of my father's ashes. Now, my father died 40 years ago, but her friends said, well, what are we going to do with them? And I said, well, I suppose it's up to us to scatter them. We'd better arrange to meet. So we arranged to meet in a cafe. So we met in a cafe for lunch and chatted away. And then when we left, I got halfway up the road and realised I'd left the bag, the precious bag, behind in the cafe. So I ran all the way back, and the waiter had put it behind the bar, and they joked about, oh, was this something very valuable, and we hope you wouldn't come back for it. And I said, no, it's my father's ashes. Well, of course, they were mortified, and I said, no, don't worry, he's been dead for 40 years. But I couldn't begin to explain why I was still carrying the ashes around. So now we had the task of scattering them, and my brother took some to Florence, because my father always used to say he wanted his ashes scattered over Florence, so we ignored the fact that Florence was also my mother's name and assumed that he meant the city. And now we've got the rest of them, and we thought, what are we going to do? I know, let's go back to some of the places where we had really happy memories with him. And one of those was Eastbourne, where we used to come for holidays when we were children. We came loads of times, and that's what brought us back to Eastbourne. And it was the first time I'd been here since 1947. And when we arrived, I thought, well, it's hardly changed at all. You know that as well as being a doctor, my father was also a composer. He was quite a successful composer. He wrote tangos and light romantic music, and it was often played on the radio all around the world. And one of the main places where it was played was in the Grand Hotel Eastbourne. I can remember as a child on Sunday afternoons we'd put the radio on and they would say, and now from the Palm Court of the Grand Hotel Eastbourne we have Albert Sandler and his music. And very, very often they would play one of my father's songs. And we've discovered that there is still somebody playing his music once a month. There's this lovely quartet which plays romantic music from the 30s and 40s, and we came and had tea here and listened to them, and it was beautiful.